some podcasts.
Yeah, it was Miss Otter. You came. You know how in the movies when the apprentice takes the takes the sword or takes the lantern and they become, the new master, kind of like Bruce Leroy when he had the glow.
When you got that
I think
glow.
tonight you got your glow tonight. You did your thing. You did
Well,
your
thank you,
thing. I think
sir.
that people that they need to check out the podcast for tonight because we did role reversals. You actually was my therapist. I was sitting on the couch.
Well, I wasn't trying to do that. I was just being honest regarding the new year and how hard it is to, get started. Even when you want to start, like that's the crazy part. That's the mental block. Like you want to start, you need to start, and it's like that what is it called? The little stutter, like when you do like did you run track?
Nah, I hated
Okay.
track.
It's like a stutter step, and like it's a false start. You know what I mean? Is you get excited
Yeah,
but you still don't do it, and it's like, what am I doing? You're
yeah,
sabotaging yourself. That's what you're doing. You know.
yeah. I wanna. Uh, I said it verbally and auditorily on the podcast, but I want to do it visually and say thank you again for your wisdom and the tips that you gave, for the audience, but just audience, um, you really helped me to process what I was going through. Cause I mean, yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Not a problem. And so we can kind of like integrate that into this conversation real quick since we record. So we just recorded our podcast, The Heroine, and you guys are more than welcome to listen to that. The link is going to be down below. However, we were talking about on the podcast how you can your intentions. What was it? Intentions versus
Resol- resolutions versus intentions.
yeah. And when your intentions are not pure or thought out the way that it should be for specifically for you, you're not going to stick to it. And that's why you get a lot of people who join gyms and just have a recurring fee every month, and you never step in there because you wanted to, but you never made it there. And the whole point is to know your limitations. Don't get caught up on resolutions. Just do what's best for you, and take small steps to see
I think
those.
I think that and I apologize for interrupting you. 2021, we're trying to do
Yeah, we're
better.
not
Do
doing that in
not
2021.
I was about to say, do not make a statement because I caught myself. So you didn't have to go there.
Did
Stop.
you
Thank you. Anyway, what I was gonna say is it was something that you said on the podcast that really resonated, with regards to taking baby steps, you know what I'm saying, and not try to overwhelm yourself. Don't eat the elephant. And I'm paraphrasing, you didn't say this verbatim, but you were saying don't eat the elephant
Did you say
all at
eat?
once. Yeah, EAT, eat the elephant
Eat the
all at once.
elephant?
That's an analogy. You know how
Who
I am with
made
my
that up?
analogies.
You?
I heard it somewhere.
I
said
heard of elephant in the room, not eating the elephant.
before.
Go ahead. You always throw me off with what you be saying.
Heard
Please
in the room, and I.
finish.
But with what you were saying, it was spot on with and I will encourage y'all to go and listen to the podcast because it's part 2 of the slump. We talked about the slump maybe a month or 2, month and a half ago.
Yeah, it was a minute
on the
ago.
podcast.
I think a couple weeks, almost like a month, maybe.
And this is like part 2 because Optimus Prime is going through he was going through a slump. I'm not even gonna, put that in the universe. I am in a slump. I'm not in a slump because Miss Otter has really brightened and showed a perspective, and sometimes that's what we need. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else to help you to back up and notice that there's a forest and not just a tree. And that's what you did tonight. You actually helped me to see that I was too engrossed in what I was dealing with.
I think it's important to know that we all have those days. And as I stated in the podcast, it's about not wallowing in that area. Like you need to know once you dive off the diving board and you in that deep water, you can't stay down. You got to come up for some air. And you just don't stay in that spot when you know you need to be moving forward. That's what it's all about. Like acknowledge where you are, try to move forward, be positive, get things that you need, that you know needs to be done, get that done, and just don't wallow in that area. Because then next thing you know, you're eating up everything. You didn't gain what you wanted to lose. Now you 2 times, like it's just too much pressure with resolutions and stuff. So that's why we were referring to like baby steps, like know what you can and can't handle so you can start seeing results, because it's not going to be easy. It's definitely going to be challenging, but you just have to go in and know that you're going to have those challenging days.
And be gracious to yourself. That's really important.
Yeah.
Be gracious to yourself. Like you said, you're going to make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gracious to yourself and with yourself, then you won't condemn yourself of making a mistake, because that's what mistakes are, teaching tools.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I said. That's what I've learned. Lamail, I'm sure you've learned some things over your journey with weight loss and dieting. I have as well. And that's what I've learned is because of what I've done in the past is when I've had that slice of pizza that I wasn't supposed to be eating. And I'm like, well, I already had that pizza. Might as well have that cake. I already had that cake. Might as well have that ice cream. And it just adds on and adds on and adds on. Next
thing don't forget the belly.
Right. You're going to keep putting my business out in the street, I see. But yeah, so it's all about if you fall off the wagon, acknowledge it and just don't stay in that spot, because you are going to have hiccups. We're human. It's going to happen. But it's about pressing forward and just doing what you need to do.
Yeah, we're not perfect, and we're never going to be perfect. So
we are not.
So to put yourself in that category is only causing yourself to fail.
Yeah, it's too much pressure.
Yeah, you're never going to be perfect. I don't care.
No.
It just ain't happening. But like I said, you did your thing this morning. I said this morning.
Well, thank you.
Tonight, y'all definitely need to listen to this podcast, because when I say she told it out the frame. She ripped that mouth out. She ripped the whole mouth out. Like I was.
What?
You did your thing. You really ripped. You ripped it. You really ripped it. Like you
Thank
really ripped
you
it.
for the compliment.
Yeah. Yeah, don't hold on. Don't be acting like that, because
First of
and yes,
all,
it's 20 stop. In 2021, I am gonna try to do better, but until I do better, you better take the little compliments that you get and not be so surprised. Now, look, hey.
first of all, pause. 2021, we're not doing this. Okay. If y'all look at our previous videos, I always have to snap. It's gonna happen again. I didn't want to repeat this cycle. However, how you relate, the words you use when you be describing things, it throws me off every time. You always go left. It was a compliment, and I'm saying thank you. But what I'm also gonna say is, don't start no, won't be no. You know the saying. So, in saying that, please.
James Brown said that's static. James Brown called that static. Don't start none, won't be none. He said that's static.
You was froze for a minute, but I do want to say that if you like our video, please.
I said, hold on. I said, because I was froze, I said James Brown called that static when you said don't start none, won't be none. He called that static. That's what I was saying. Now, proceed.
As I was stating, please like, share, and subscribe. The link to our podcast, which we record every Tuesday, is going to be in the bio as well. So you're more than welcome to listen to that. You can follow us on social media at ateam0797 on IG. Facebook is just A-Team. And look forward to more like motivating. This mother.
Oh, you know what we forgot?
What we forget?
You know what we forgot?
What?
Merry New Year's, y'all. Merry New Year's. Merry New Year's.
I cannot stand you. You never